Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. This is going to be the last video of the trip. Sorry I sound a little bit hoarse, I've gone and caught COVID again, but not as bad as I was before anyway. I've been asked about costs, and I didn't include costs that much while filming. I thought people might not be interested too much, but I was wrong. So I'm going to give you a bit of a price breakdown of my flight to LA, bike hire, the fuel, hotels and food. So I booked a premium economy flight with British Airways, which is around about £600. Bike hire was 550 quid for whatever you call 4 days, 5 days. That initially cost me extra because where I made the mistake, and it's a silly mistake, but it's a mistake you've got to look at if you're looking at bike rental, is whether it's you get a surcharge on mileage. So they'll let you have 200, 250 miles, and then they'll charge you an excess after that. I made the simple mistake of forgetting about that when I rented the bike. Now I normally rent from a franchise called Eagle Rider, but they worked out really, really expensive. And what didn't help with all this was the exchange rate as well. The exchange rate is terrible. The rental for the bike was 550 quid, but it ended up costing me an extra 230 for extra mileage. Fuel worked out roughly around about 118, 120 pounds. The hotel, now we only stopped in a hotel twice, and that came to around about £280. I advise looking on booking.com at the last minute, because that's where I booked Santa Cruz, I think it was, hotel, and it was so much cheaper to book it through booking.com than it was to turn up. Food, I could roughly bring down food to around about 130. Although we had the 5-day bike trip, we stopped at Adam's house. So it's 2 nights in the hotel, the rest of the time at Adam's house, so that's where we saved a little bit. The hotels were pretty reasonable, pretty decent. So that roughly equates to around about £1,900, to say £2,000 for any of the bits and bobs that I've missed off, getting a drink at the fuel stations, a snack, that kind of thing. But that trip roughly cost me about £2,000. Now what's added on to that is Maui, which is what you're going to see soon. That wasn't originally part of the trip. That was Adam deciding to get married. Although I only rented a bike for 24 hours there, I'm still going to give you the costs of Maui if you're interested. So the flights for myself from LA to Maui return was around about £230. Hotel for the week was 2,300. Car rental was 550, and the bike rental for 24 hours, which was quite expensive, which was 174 for that little Benelli. So I think in total probably cost me in excess of around about £4,500. But like I said, that's adding on, the biggest expense there was the hotel in Maui. In the US, you're looking at around about 1,900 to £2,000 it cost me for 5 days. Would have been a lot cheaper if I'd have sorted out the unlimited mileage, and also probably would have been a lot cheaper if we had a decent exchange rate. I hope you've enjoyed it. Here's Maui. This is crazy.
Another art gallery. Plenty of art galleries on here. Plenty of scenery to paint, I guess. Such a beautiful place and somebody's dumped a car. Or it's been nicked and stripped. Who's going to get their first meal then? You're welcome. There's me talking away and the GoPro wasn't even turned on. What a bell end. So, as I was saying, I don't know whether before the GoPro turned off, I was on the 34 going around up to the north of the island and around, and then cutting in between, not going back down to Lahaina, which is on the coast. I've now gone down to 3400, which is going to sort of like split the northwest section of the island and go straight through to Kahia. Petrol station, I need that. So I've gone from here, Kahia, I don't know, and then all around here to Lahaina. That's where I stopped for breakfast, and then did the coast road all the way up here, Nakalili Point, all the way down here on the 340, and I'm currently here near Kukolo Beach. It's going to be down to here and probably straight down this road here, straight down to Kahi. But I know that's only about half an hour because that's the way I came in, that's the airport I landed at, and then drove down here. That's just going to be highway, and I mean if I carry on this coast road up here, it's going to be a bit difficult trying to come back over. Just double checking, so that should be left down there, second right. So it's currently 91 Fahrenheit. And it was about 72 up in the hills, I believe. I think wifey spent the day by the pool. That sounds a great idea right now. Okay, this does both lanes. Let's see if I can check it out. Looks like that dude lives here. Okay. See if we can launch the drone. Are there people camping or it's people that's homeless? One of the two. Okay, so had a little fly. Couldn't get really that close to the cruise ship. It's too close to the airport. I could fly just around here with a warning, but as soon as I went halfway across the water, it was telling me to turn around. I was in the airspace. Oh well, worth a try. Sure as hell it's got hotter than being up in the mountains. Definitely recommend coming here. I think doing the tour, I had a look at the map on the main island, Honolulu. It's like coast road all the way around there, and you got Pearl Harbor. I did tour with the idea of getting a flight over to Pearl Harbor. Well, a flight over to Honolulu, it's about an hour away, but I just had enough of being on planes. Flying into LA and then another plane here, and I'll go home tomorrow, well, back to LA tomorrow, stay overnight in LA, and then get the flight back to England. So back home in a couple of days. Yeah, I definitely think somebody lives there. Excellent way to get around the island on two wheels. Only thing I'm not looking forward to is editing all of this. Should get I don't know, 4, 5 maybe episodes from it. I don't know. I've got to make sure I don't make it too long so it doesn't look too boring and everybody skips it. Plus the drone stuff, got some great footage, even if I say so myself, with the drone. Back in the car park after that fantastic trip around Maui. Now, this is a place I would highly recommend. So anyway, as I said, just as much fun with a little CC machine as you can with a big one. It's a great little bike, this is the banana. Not too sure what it is. Liancio Cinquecento, or something along those lines. Anyway, this is where I'm going to sign off. I'll fly back tomorrow. You're not going to want to see any of that filming at the airport and stuff. You saw me come out. So what I'm going to say is thank you so much if you've watched all these episodes. Hope it's been helpful, hope it's been enjoyable to watch. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. It's going up slowly. Anyway, again, thanks for all the new subs, thanks for watching, take care, ride safe.